Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. This may be one of the only few times in my life where I've been left both aggravated as all hell and just speechless. A few days ago, I made my video talking about the day before and how much of a piece of shit game it was and how Fntastic should be absolutely mad at themselves and feel absolutely embarrassed overall. You guys shot that video up to over 10,000 views and I just want to say thank you all so much for doing that. But the topic of today's discussion doesn't come in the form of me talking bad about the day before. I'm here to deliver some of the best news that I have gotten pretty much all year. Fntastic as a company is shutting down because of the day before. And to be honest, I'm happy that they are. I'm happy that they're shutting down. I'm happy that everyone is getting their refund for this piece of shit money flipping scam of a game. And to be honest, I'm here to talk about why Fntastic should be held legally responsible for the damages that have been done and why I think they need to start paying those volunteers who they hired on to make this goddamn game. I also have some screenshots and some receipts to share with you all. This is going to be another rant type video that's completely unscripted because I have a lot to say here. But if you like this style of content, go ahead and hit that like and sub button. Make sure you stay tuned with the channel. I appreciate you all so much. Okay, let's get into it. Real quick, before we get into the screenshots, I want you guys to know that this game made $8 million in one day. That is absolutely fucking insane to hear. Fntastic posted on Twitter, "Today we announced the closure of Fntastic Studio. Unfortunately, the day before has failed financially and we lack the funds to continue. All income received is being used to pay off debts to our partners. We invested all our efforts, resources, and man hours into the development of the day before, which was our first huge game. We really wanted to release new patches to reveal the full potential of the game, but unfortunately, we don't have the funding to continue the work. It's important to know that we didn't take any money from the public during the development of the day before. There was no pre-orders or crowdfunding campaigns. We worked tirelessly for 5 years, pouring our blood, sweat, and tears into the game. At the moment, the future of the day before and Prop Night is unknown, but the servers will remain operational. We apologize if we didn't meet your expectations. We did everything within our power, but unfortunately, we miscalculated our capabilities. Creating games is an incredibly challenging endeavor. We're grateful to everyone who supported us during these difficult years. It's been a fantastic journey over the past 8 years." And they list off some of the games that they made over the past 8 years to include Prop Night and the day before. Signed, Fntastic. I don't give a fuck. Fntastic, you got what you had fucking coming to you. You guys had the writing on the walls given to you whenever the first trailer flopped. People started exposing you guys as a potential scam. I'm telling you guys right now, I wanted to give you just a little bit of hope because I felt like you guys were starting to move in a direction that people could respect. I knew that you guys were trying to work on being more truthful about your project, but you still lied to us. And when you lie to a community of people who literally write your paychecks, we have the ability to take that money away from you. And that's exactly what we did. I want to go ahead and start breaking down this letter a little bit from start to finish because there is a lot of gaslighting that I think these guys are trying to do, and it's not going to work with me. It shouldn't work with you as well. These guys in their second paragraph said that they invested all of their efforts, resources, and man hours into the development of the day before, which was their first huge game. Now, there's no doubt that the day before was their first huge game. I just don't think that they put the effort and resources and man hours into it, at least the ones that they didn't have to pay for. I mean, there's a rumor going around on Reddit right now where people are talking about these guys buying a $300 asset pack and just throwing it around a goddamn map. To be honest, I don't want to play into the whole asset flip accusation. I want to believe it. Believe me, I want to believe that shit a lot, but I'm just not going to play into it. They wanted to let you guys know that they didn't ask for pre-orders and they didn't want to crowdfund anything. And to be honest, why do you think that is? Why do you think that they didn't want to crowdfund or ask for pre-orders? Because it would just hammer in the whole scam accusation more, and it would actually get these guys taken off Steam a lot faster than what they did the first time. They also wanted to remind us that they put their blood, sweat, and tears into this game. If you would have delivered us a product that looked like the first 2 trailers that you unveiled to the entire world, yeah, you know what? I would give you that. But what you showed us originally and told us what we were going to receive as the consumer versus what you gave us on December 7th does not line up. You cannot sit here and tell us that you put your blood, sweat, and tears into that game when you know that you didn't do it? They said that they did everything within their power, but they miscalculated their capabilities. If you guys knew that this project was so far out of scope that it may hinder your capability to fulfill this project's needs, then why did you decide to do it? Why did you let your publisher give you millions of dollars to make this game? And why did you let Nvidia come on board? It's a lot of shit within this one statement that doesn't make a lot of sense. The day before, day one, sold over 200,000 copies on Steam. 100,000 of those units ended up being returned, and the lifetime retail units is sitting a little bit above 1,000, meaning that these guys lost more money than what they made on the day before. Whenever you start making trailers that include vertical slices, you have to keep a mainstream of clear communication that what people are seeing is not indicative of the final product. Because if you don't do shit like that, you end up getting an overwhelmingly negative response on Steam, you lose more money than what you made on a game, and then you're forced to file bankruptcy on your studio. Past the second day of this game's inception, no copies have been sold of the day before. The #1 most wish-listed game on Steam does not even have people buying it anymore. That is one of the most ridiculous goddamn things I think I have ever heard in my entire life. And while we're on this topic, these guys released a game like this and then are shutting their company down 4 days later. I've seen indie studios with less money than what these guys had to burn who have kept their dead game alive longer than what these guys have been able to. Imagine making $8 million in one single day. That's the type of money that changes people's lives. Whether it's a small studio, big studio, it doesn't really matter. And the fact that these guys thought that they could pull the veil over our eyes and issue some bullshit apology and try to make us feel sorry for them, that's another level of depravity that I'm just not gonna stick with and get behind. Apparently neither have the volunteers or the moderators within that Discord, because one of the lead moderators, Levitate, says that Fntastic fumbled and they're trying to use them as a scapegoat. They tried doing that same exact shit to a guy who worked at Fntastic who went by the name of Wolf. They threw his ass under the goddamn bus. This dude got doxxed, he got harassed, he had to basically distance himself from the internet to recollect everything that was taken away from him just because they could not own up to the fact that they fucked up this bad. And now they're trying to do it again to the people who are in their corner. And now they release this apology saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. We didn't meet your expectations." They're not sorry one bit about that shit. If they were so worried about meeting our expectations, they would have curbed the fucking bullshit that they showed us 2 years ago. They would have curbed the fucking bullshit that they showed us just a few months ago before the game even came out. They would have just kept their mouth shut. It is incredibly naive to think that people are upset because of your over-exaggerated expectations and not the fact that you just straight up lied to us. I'm willing to go ahead on my end and officially declare this game a scam because I'm tired of hanging on to the notion of, oh, well, they didn't ask for any pre-orders, they didn't ask for a backing campaign, they didn't ask for any of that shit. It doesn't matter. The game came out, it was fucking horrendous. They asked $40 for the game, which is about $40 too much, and they just straight up lied to us. I don't know how many times I can say it to make me feel better about it, but they just straight up fucking lied. Now, the question that people are asking is what's gonna happen next? And to be honest, I want there to be a massive lawsuit against Edward Godastev or whatever the fuck his name is, and the people surrounding him. I want there to be a lawsuit against Mytona. I want there to be such a deep-seated investigation that the guys over at Fntastic and Mytona think they're spending the rest of their lives in fucking prison. Because something is not right here. You cannot get all that damn funding and make all that money without having to ask anybody else besides your publisher for it and deliver us a game that performs like this. There's just absolutely no way you're going to convince me that that's reality. And whether or not we're going to find out if that's what happens, I guess it's just gonna be a waiting game for right now. Fntastic is about to shut all their social media shit off. Highly doubt we're gonna hear from Edward and his corner of clowns that he has. So yeah, at the end of the day, I just don't know what to say. I'm so glad that we're finally able to close the book on the day before. I'm not covering this game anymore. I know I said that in the last video. I'm not talking about it anymore. I'm not covering anything about this game anymore. The servers can shut down tomorrow. I could give a shit less. To the people out there who haven't gotten their money back, keep sending emails to Steam, keep fighting for your damn refund, make sure you get your money back for this title. And as for the guys over at Fntastic and Mytona, I fucking hate y'all. You guys are the people who purposefully put bugs in this damn industry that think it's okay to rip people off. You guys are the #1 contributor to that, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm glad you guys are going away. I'm glad you guys are going away. I don't wish for the failure of people. I don't like seeing people fail, but when it comes to scam artists, you guys got exactly what you deserved and then some. If you guys like this style of content, go ahead and like and sub. My name is Beer Mortis. Speak loud, speak the truth. Fuck you, Fntastic.